Biodigesters, making planet Earth a greener, cleaner, sustainably better place to live. January 2025 update. In 2021, I was so engrossed in the life cycle of aphids that the introduction of the 2021 Environment Act passed mostly unnoticed. To be fair, I and the majority of humans on planet Earth were in the second year of the pandemic, and 2025 seemed far off at that time. The Environment Act 2021 identified 4 priority areas for improving the environment in England. These were air quality, biodiversity, water, and resources and waste. We are focusing on the issue of waste, and specifically food and other organic waste material. The new food waste legislation in the UK will come into effect on March 31st, 2025. From this date, businesses must separate food waste from other rubbish and arrange for collection by licensed waste carriers. Microfirms, businesses with fewer than 10 full-time equivalent employees, have until March 31st, 2027 to comply. Local authorities must introduce weekly food waste collections for most homes by March 31st, 2026. What are the positive impacts of the 2021 Environment Act starting in 2025 in respect of organic waste? The separation of organic waste will result in significantly less volume of general waste being processed and a significant reduction of the related CO2 emissions, significant savings for councils, plus methane production for use as a green fuel, production of natural fertiliser and soil improver. The separation of organic waste will result in significantly less volume of general waste being processed and incinerated. This is important because following the changes in law in the 1990s to limit the waste being sent to landfill, a considerable amount of waste has been diverted to energy recovery facilities and incinerators. The BBC examined 5 years of data from across the country and found that burning waste produces the same amount of greenhouse gases for each unit of energy as coal power. In 2024, Slough Borough Council introduced a trial scheme which was reported on by the BBC. The title of the article was "Food Waste Trial Saves Council Thousands of Pounds." Prior to the trial, the cost to Slough Borough Council for each tonne of mixed general and food waste collected in their black or grey bins was approximately £120. Each tonne of food waste collected separately using the food caddies cost just £10. In the first 6 weeks, Slough Borough Council saved £3,000. Methane, renewable green fuel. Biodigester facilities process commercial and domestic food waste using anaerobic fermentation, which releases methane. The process captures the methane, which can be scrubbed and processed before adding to the national gas grid, or used to generate electricity and sent to the national electricity grid. Natural fertiliser and soil improver. Digestate, the liquid or semi-liquid residue of the process, is a nutrient-rich byproduct which is an excellent natural fertiliser containing nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. It also contains other trace elements, all of which are necessary for strong crop growth. The digestate also consists of residue plant materials which can act as a soil improver. With attention focusing on soil as a CO2 sequestrant, the addition of digestate can improve soil structure whilst helping to mitigate the presence of greenhouse gases. So what happens next? That's a really good question. It is vitally important that there is a national campaign to inform the public about biodigesters and how they work, that in a matter of days the domestic and commercial kitchen waste is fully processed, which produces a naturally renewable methane gas for power, the same methane as British gas but not from fossils, a natural fertiliser which is great for farmers, farm animals and crops, an amazing soil improver which is fantastic for biodiversity. It is super important that everybody understands this innovation and supports its success by recycling kitchen waste every week. And remember, it's not just vegetable peelings. Meat and fish, raw or cooked, bones and skin, uneaten food from your plates and dishes, used serviettes, anything that was once alive counts as organic waste. Biodigesters, making planet Earth a greener, cleaner, sustainably better place to live, one apple peeling at a time.